Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. Today we're talking about the Sony RX1R Mark III. This is one of the most anticipated cameras Sony has released in years. It's the follow-up to a camera that photographers still talk about to this day, the RX1R. Mark III brings back the idea of a pocket-sized camera with a full-frame sensor, but this time Sony has added new technology, more power, and some smart features that make it even more exciting. The first thing that stands out is its size. When you hold this camera, you realize just how tiny it is. It's one of the smallest full-frame cameras in the world, and that alone is impressive. You might think something this small has to make big sacrifices. Maybe image quality isn't as strong, or maybe the features are limited. But that's not the case here. Sony has managed to keep the quality high while shrinking the body into something that can easily slip into a bag or even a large pocket. Weight is another surprise. At only 17.5 ounces, it feels extremely light. Yet it doesn't feel cheap. The build uses magnesium alloy, giving it durability and a premium finish. The new matte texture adds a modern look and makes it feel even more solid. Sony also added a textured grip in the front and on the back. It's small but makes a big difference. It helps you hold the camera firmly and it stays comfortable even during long shooting sessions. Ergonomics are often overlooked in compact cameras, but here they're well thought out. You can carry this camera around all day without feeling weighed down, and while it's small, the RX1R Mark III is still powerful. Thanks to its new processor, it actually borrows some AI-driven features from Sony's flagship cameras like the A1 Mark II. That means you're not just carrying a small camera. You're carrying a piece of Sony's best technology in a body that barely takes up space. The lens is familiar. Sony kept the same Zeiss 35mm f2 lens from the older RX1R. That's a good thing because this lens has a reputation for sharpness and beautiful rendering. Wide open at f2, it produces creamy bokeh, excellent separation, and a sharp subject. But the real upgrade here is the sensor. This camera now carries a 61-megapixel full-frame sensor. Packing that much resolution into such a small body is a huge achievement. It means your images are filled with detail, and you can crop in heavily without losing much quality, of course. Resolution usually means massive file sizes, but Sony gives you control. You can choose between small, medium, or full resolution. Images right inside the camera. That flexibility helps you save space when you don't need the full 61 megapixels, while still having access to maximum resolution when you want it. Another clever feature is step crop shooting. With the press of a single button, you can switch between 35mm, 50mm, and 70mm equivalents. That means it feels like you have multiple lenses built into one. You don't have to carry extra lenses, and you don't have to worry about dust getting on the sensor. For a fixed-lens camera, this is a huge advantage. The lens also has a macro mode. With a quick switch, you can focus much closer than usual. This makes it great for details like flowers, food, or even eye-level portraits where you want sharpness and intimacy. Combine this with the high resolution, and you can crop in as much as you want while keeping excellent detail. It's impressive versatility for a single lens setup. Sony also thought about people who prefer to get their images right in camera. This camera comes with a variety of creative looks. These are built-in styles that adjust color, tone, and contrast. There were creative looks in past Sony cameras, but here we get two new film-inspired styles. They add a cinematic touch to images and make photos look unique without the need for editing. For many photographers, these are fun to experiment with and make images stand out straight from the camera. Little details add up too. For example, when you turn the camera vertically, the entire menu system rotates with it. Not all Sony cameras do this yet, but it makes using the RX1R Mark III more convenient. It's a small thing. But small things often make a big difference when you're out shooting. The lens remains incredibly sharp. Even wide open at f2, many lenses get soft at wide apertures, but this Zeiss lens stays crisp and renders scenes beautifully. Combined with the sensor, it's capable of images that look professional every time. Now let's move to video. The RX1R Mark III is not designed as a video-first camera, but it still has solid video performance. It records 4K at 30 frames per second and Full HD up to 120 frames per second. Sony also added a new dial for video and S and Q mode, which lets you record slow or quick motion directly. These are not headline features, but they make the camera more versatile if you want to capture video clips alongside photos. Autofocus in video is where things get impressive. Thanks to the AI engine, autofocus is fast, smooth, and reliable. You can tap anywhere on the screen and the focus shifts instantly. The subject tracking is excellent. Even if someone turns their head or moves unpredictably, the camera keeps them in focus. It predicts movement and holds on, which makes shooting video much easier. Pair that with the sharp Zeiss lens and you get video that looks cleaner and more professional than you'd expect from such a small camera. Altogether, the RX1R Mark III feels like a complete package. It gives you incredible image quality, professional level features, and portability that few other cameras can match. It's rare to have such flexibility in a body this compact. The crop modes make it feel like you have 3 lenses in one. The macro function adds close-up ability. The creative looks add style. And the 61-megapixel sensor gives you resolution that even some larger cameras don't offer. So, who is this camera really for? It's not just for photographers in trendy neighborhoods with coffee in hand, though it might look the part. It's for anyone who wants to slow down and shoot with intention. It's for people who want to carry a small camera but still get big results. It's for professionals who want a second camera that doesn't feel like a compromise. And it's for enthusiasts who simply want to enjoy the process of photography without lugging around heavy gear. This camera works for 2 very different types of photographers. The first is someone who loves to edit, who wants high resolution files that can be cropped, retouched, and processed in detail. For them, the 61 megapixels provide endless flexibility. The second is someone who prefers to do little to no editing at all. They can use the creative looks, enjoy the film-inspired styles, and walk away with finished photos straight out of the camera. The RX1R Mark III satisfies both approaches. Of course, it comes at a price. This is a premium camera, and it costs more than Sony's other fixed-lens models. But when you look at what you're getting, the full-frame 61-megapixel sensor, Zeiss optics, AI autofocus, crop flexibility, and premium build, it makes sense. This isn't a casual point-and-shoot. It's a serious tool built for photographers who care about quality and experience. The Sony RX1R Mark III is one of the most capable compact cameras you can buy today. It combines portability with professional level power, and that's a rare combination. You could carry it anywhere, from city streets to travel adventures, and never feel like you're missing out on performance. It's a camera that encourages creativity, rewards patience, and delivers results that impress every time. So the big question remains, is the Sony RX1R Mark III the ultimate compact camera? For many people, the answer might be yes. It's not the cheapest option, and it's not the most versatile for video. But if what you want is stunning image quality, a professional lens, a high-resolution sensor, and a body you can carry anywhere, it's hard to beat. Let us know what you think in the comments. Would you consider the RX1R Mark III as your everyday compact camera, or do you prefer something with interchangeable lenses? Thanks for watching. For more videos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.